everyone, and today we are back for another Loomian Legacy PvP video. And in this video, we're finally going to re-showcase Sedimars. Sedimars, ever since the Luminity event, had a brand new remodel, and I think it looks alright. I don't think it looks amazing, but it definitely looks better than the last model it had. And I am trying something very different with the Sedimar set. I'm trying a bulky offensive version that's still very defensive. So, I'm running Brawny Clever with Restrictive Shield. And I know what y'all are thinking. Josh, doesn't Sedimars run Rejuvenate? Yes, but not this variant. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to be running a Hasty Sedimars with Earthquake, Shard Claws, Harrow, and Mudslide. Mudslide gets rid of hazards, and it also synergizes very well with Hasty. After I get a Mudslide off, I can hit all my moves 100% of the time. And the TPs are 160 in the HP, 28 in the energy, puts us at 250, 200 in the range defense, it's 16 speed makes it, so I speed creep Sluggish, Watcher Lashent, so I could do a lot of damage with a Shard Claws. And I have 96 in the melee attack, which makes me Oko a Watcher Lashent after a layer of barbs. So, yeah, all of these TPs are very specially made to make Sedimars both hit decently hard and very bulky with the Restrictive Shield. And I'm combining the Sedimars with teammates. I'm doing this in Dream Teams because I don't have a Scorching Skin Crackalola right now, so yeah, this is the team I'm going to be using Sedimars with. I got Wiki who can send Herbal Remedy chains to Sedimars. That's how I'm going to be healing it up, so I'm going to be relying on Wiki as a teammate. I have Crackalola with Scorching Skin to stun melee attackers, and I have Tear Down to get rid of hazards. I got Dusket with Mean Spirited Clutch Plushie with Bitter Cold to stun ranged attackers. And then I got a lot of offensive Loomians, like Do or Die Rancidor, who needs HP back from Herbal Remedy Wiki. I got Cosmere with Specialty Boots to have some speed control, and I got Celesting who can place barbs and flash and flee out of bad matchups. So out of the way, let's see how Restrictive Shield Sedimars does in battle. Alright, we're into battle number 1 with Restrictive Shield Sedimars. It actually looks like a very good battle. The only problem is the Surkame and the Gargolem speed. So we're going to see what happens here. Stratusoar, this is actually very good because I have Shard Claws for it. Shard Claws, Earthquake. Actually not a terrible matchup, and I could burn the Wrestling. So this actually looks pretty good. Dusket does look good as well. I want to bring everything for Lashent. I got to bring you for the Surkame though, because Surkame is going to be dangerous. And I want to bring you. Ooh, do I bring you? I think I'm going to leave these two behind. Even though they could be good, I'm going to leave them behind because, yeah, they kind of get walled by a lot of the meta. Plus, they get hit by these two metal types. I think I'm going to lead with Dusket and try to get a Bitter Cold early. That actually is not a bad idea, because if he leads with something like Wrestling or Lantern... Oh, no, he's going to lead with this guy, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to lead with this guy and try to get hazards up early, isn't he? So, I want to make it so he doesn't get that many hazards up. I mean, I could bring you, but I think it's too risky. I think I'm just going to leave with Dusket and then just either click Hasten or just try to get some damage early. It definitely looks like a hyper-offensive team with a couple bulky pivots. Also, one of the first Wrestlings I've seen in a while, so yeah. We're going to definitely see how this goes. So, I have no idea how this battle's going to go. It can go either way. Leads with Gargolem, which is fair. I honestly think I just go for Psycho Blast early. I don't want to lose my Clutch Plushie, but I want to get some damage early, so I just Psycho Blast for damage. Goes for a Provoke, preventing me to click Hasten. That is fine. That's fine for me. I get a 2-hit KO on Gargolem speed. If he goes for hazards, I still got my Clutch Plushie that can remove later. Problem is he does have another air type, so not ideal. He did go for that. So he does get rid of my Clutch Plushie. And he crits. But hey, no hazards. I will happily take no hazards to start, and that's an air type gone. So, I get to save Dusket later in the game, but I don't have a Clutch Plushie anymore, so I gotta be a little bit careful with it. If he goes Tyrex, I kind of don't know what to do if he goes Tyrex. He goes Stratusoar, which I have Sedimars for. Sedimars can switch into it. Although I gotta watch out for Wiki. I will go into Sedimars, though, because Sedimars can live the hit with Restrictive Shield, even if it goes for Magnify. And it does go for Magnify. But now, he is worried about taking Shard Claws. Now, I don't know if this Oko strat, it should definitely do a lot of damage, though. So let's see how well the Sedimars hit. Now, I am running Hasty, meaning that this Sedimars has a good shot at missing. No, he switched. He did not take the risk. He went Lashent. Oh my god, he went Lashent on Sedimars. Do a lot of damage with Shard Claws, please. Hey! I O-code Lachette! Let's go! Die, Lachette, die! Die, Lachette, die! Oh, let's go! Let's go! No more Lachette. Sarkave comes in even better. Okay. He's gonna go for the... I'm gonna go into Wiki Wiki. Wiki Wiki's a nice play here, because I can go into this, and if it Seesong's back in the Stratusoar, I just go back into the other guy, so yeah. Yeah, he Seesong's back in the Strat. That's okay. I can just go back into the other guy. On Stratusoar. So yeah, Stratusoar comes in. I do still gotta be a little careful with Stratusoar. Stratusoar is still a little scary. Especially if it gets a little damage on the Sedimars. Although my Ronsador can outspeed it, so if I get at least a little bit of chip, I won't be in a terrible position. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Wow, people are after it in the chat. Hey, I'm up 2. Let's see what happens, though. The Strat's gonna be dangerous because he does have a switch in Sarkame, so yeah. He does go for Metal Blast, which does 2 damage. Uses 2 damage. Do I just Shard Claws or do I Earthquake? I'm gonna Earthquake, predicting a switch. I'm gonna go Earthquake, predicting a switch here. He forfeited! Let's go! Alright, we're into battle number 2 with Restrictive Shield Sedimars. I can't believe I was able to OHKO that Lachette, which is hilarious. This battle does not look good because he has a Wobelisk. Wobelisk is terrible against the entire team, especially when combined with Luminami and Gargoyle Defense, and Crack, and his own Wiki Wiki. This battle might last 5 years, but I can't set up Hasten, and if I can get a para on the Waba, I'll actually not be in a terrible position, but I could also get Bitter Cold. But I do have a Wiki Wiki to get rid of status conditions. And I do have you to deal with you. So it's going to be one of these battles, apparently. Now, out of these guys, which one do I bring? I could place Barbs up, but he's going to get rid of Barbs. He's going to do nonsense. If I leave you and click Slapdown, I won't be in a terrible position. But I want to bring you to actually deal damage to Wiki. Honestly, I think leading off with you is not a bad idea. Actually, no. I'm going to lead with Dust. Is he going to lead with Sen? I'm going to lead with Crack in case he leads with Wobelisk. He's going to lead with Wobelisk. I don't know why. I just have a feeling he's going to lead with Wobelisk. So yeah, this is going to be one of those battles where it's going to last 500 years because there's 2 Wiki Wiki chains, both with Crackalola, and a defensive ground type with a Dusket that can spread status condition. So this battle's going to suck. I'm just going to say that ahead of time. But yeah. I do have Haro on Sedimars, so I can at least hit Dusket. He does leave Dusket on the Crack. Okay, I don't know how to feel about this. Do I just go for an immediate Flare Blast for damage and see what you click? I kind of want to just go into Sedimars. Let's go into Sedimars. Go into Sedimars. I hope you freeze me. He went for Bitter Cold. Okay, he went for Bitter Cold. Actually, this is surprisingly not the worst outcome to happen. I'm going to go for Earthquake, predicting Luminami coming in. Either Luminami... Probably going to be Luminami, let's be honest. But Bitter Cold on Sedimars is not the worst. Plus, I can always get rid of the status conditions with Wiki Wiki. So that's not the worst. I feel like he's going Luminami. If he stays in and oppresses, I can always switch out. I am Restrictive Shield. I'm just scared that he's going to... Is he really going to rely on me not being Haro, though? Like, that's the thing. Haro is so risky. Sedimars has Haro, so he doesn't want to stay in. Yeah, he has to switch into Loomian. Wiki. Uh-oh. It's going to be one of these kind of things. And I missed anyway. Now he knows that I'm hasty because of that miss. Can't poison me, so I can go for a Shard Claws. How much damage will this actually do? Will I even outspeed the Wiki? How much will Shard Claws do to it, actually? Let's see. I tried predicting Loomian. Problem is this is not a Rejuvenate Sedimars. But look at that damage. That is some nice damage, as it goes for Herbal. He's going to go for a dodge, I assume. It's going to be one of these battles where neither team's going to be able to be dealt with that easily, which is just bad. It's going to be one of those battles, isn't it? And as expected, he goes for the dodge. But now I got Ronsador in the game. I get Ronsador in the game. He does have a Gargolem defense, so I'm going to go for a funny Draco Beam play. to predict the Gargoyle the fence switching in, which I have a Dusket to switch into. And if he goes Wobblisk, get a lot of damage to the Wobblisk as well. So this is the best play regardless. So yeah, this is not a bad play at all. So yeah, Bitter Cold on Dusket goes into Gargoyle the fence. Crackalola, who takes a lot of damage if I actually hit the Draco Beam. Novel concept, I know. Actually, hitting Draco Beam is a novel concept. And I'm going to go for it again, because that should catch the Oko on Crackalola if I actually get the hit. So yeah. But now he knows that he can go back into Wiki Wiki for free is the problem. But at least I got Crackalola kind of low. Which all my Loomians will outspeed. I hope he just lets Crackalola go down, honestly. That will put my Ronsador at -4. Let's see what he does. I went for Draco Beam because I think it was the best play to go anyway. Because if you went into Gargoyle the fence, if you went into anyone else, I could have actually done a lot to it. So yeah, that was the best play to make anyway. And I could always Herbal Remedy HP. Don't miss Draco. I don't. Get rid of Crack. 2-hit KO, you'll love to see it. So Crackalola being dead is amazing. But I still got to deal with Wobblisk and Gargoyle the fence, which those two Loomians are going to be pretty problematic. If he goes Gargoyle the fence, I have Dusket. So that's not terrible, but he could Mudslide. He goes Helvantic, which I have Crackalola for. And Crackalola can cause some Scorching Skin nonsense here. Yeah, it's one of those battles where it's going to be down on chains from Wiki Wiki. Primal Slash, how much does that do? Nothing. They're like, whoa! Scorching Skin! Whoa! Who would have saw that one coming? And now I'm going to double in the Wiki Wiki. Then I'm going to go for Wonder Herb. And then go for freaking Herbal Remedy. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Like, Scorching Skin Crackalola is the dumbest thing on the freaking planet. If he doesn't have Wonder Herb on Wiki Wiki, that status is going to stay for the rest of the battle. I'm switching into Wiki Wiki, and I'm going to see if I can get an Herbal Remedy off. Or I could even go for a Wonder Herb. So yeah, these games are going to be a little bit more drawn out because it's with the core 3. Sedimars, Crackalola, and Wiki Wiki. And something I noticed about Hasty is Hasty misses a lot. So it's very unreliable, but if you do get the hit off, the damage is really nice. The biggest threat is going to be Loomians with Scapegoat. Those are going to be the Loomians I got to watch out the most. Don't be Gargolem. Wiki. Okay, Wiki, 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 Wiki. I wonder what the Wiki Wikis are going to do. I wonder what both Wiki Wikis are going to do. Wonder Herb? Wonder Herb? Wonder Herb? Whoa! Who could saw that one coming? I'll throw up a poison on Wiki Wiki. I'll throw up a poison first because I outspeed his Wiki. He switched into Helvantic. Wobblisk. Oh, Wobblisk is gonna take a poison. That's good. Wobblisk takes a poison. And I'll throw up an Herbal. Yeah, Wobblisk is scary. I gotta watch out for this. He's gonna go for an Ice type attack. He could also go for Bitter Cold. I'm gonna throw up an Herbal Remedy, actually. If he places Barbs, I have 2 ways of removal, so I'm not worried about hazards right now. He goes for Driving Force to force me out. I could have went into Dusket, that's fine. Be Sedimars. Ronsador's okay. You know what? Ronsador's fine. Ronsador's okay. I can get a Muck Blast off on anything coming in, and then I can heal all my HP back, which is perfect. That was the perfect switch-in, actually. So now I click Muck Blast and almost catch an Oko. It actually dies on this hit. Unless it goes for Luster Loot, which it will get a little HP back. But it doesn't do that much. We both got crits. But Herbal Remedy keeps me alive, which is perfect. Herbal Remedy keeps me alive. Yeah, that was some bad Driving Force luck on Jimmy's part. So the Wobblisk stays alive, but I don't think it has any way to heal. I don't think he has the longevity. Even while having a Wiki Wiki chain, he lost his Crackalola. And now he's about to lose Wobblisk too. So the only way he's going to get Wobblisk back into the game is from a Wiki Wiki chain. That's the only way he can get back into the game, and he realized that, so he let it go. And my offensive Ronsador, that's why I have a little bit of offense on this team. I want to have a little bit of offense just for that reason. Because, yeah, having a little bit of offense is nice. Now I just save Ronsador for the Wiki Wiki. And I have Crackalola for it, too, so I could always use it for that. And also Sedimars can actually do a decent amount of damage, too, so that could also come into play as well. Now, I've got to watch out for the Dusket. Sedimars can come in. Sedimars can come in here. Because I do have Haro. I do have Haro on Sedimars, which will hit through Dusky even with a burn. So it's definitely the best play to make, and I just gotta hope I don't miss my attacks. Goes for a Return to Sender, trying to get a ranged attack stat off. I think I'm gonna go for a Charred Claws, predicting Wiki Wiki coming in. Let's predict Wiki Wiki coming in. He could go for Raging Flame or Bitter Cold, but I'm not that scared. I think he went in the Wiki. I think he made a mistake. Alright, now all I gotta do is just hit my attacks, which I don't hit my attack. Alright, I don't hit my attack. Fine. Fine, I don't hit my attack. I'll go for a Mudslide then. Can I at least hit Mudslide, Wiki? Can I at least hit Mudslide, Sedimars? I don't know if... So I'm gonna go for Mudslide to get my accuracy up, as it goes for Poison. So it goes for Poison to try to stall me down, but I can go for Charred Claws if it goes for Herbal Remedy. So Charred Claws as it Herbal Remedies, while Duskin is at full HP. I don't think he has anything to really heal, because yeah, both Crackalola and Wobblisk are dead. And I can just Wonder Herb and Herbal Remedy Sedimars back into the fight, which is perfect. So yeah, he's going to go for Herbal Remedy this turn. Herbal Remedy dodge, I assume. He tried to go for another Poison, and he missed his attack, which is brutal for him. Brutal for him! Go for the Charred Claws. Gotta watch out for the Poison damage, but I think I'm not in a bad position here. He's forced to switch. He's forced to switch or he's going to lose Wiki Wiki. And I know for a fact he doesn't want to... He lost Wiki Wiki, so he lost his chain. Perfect, the Mudslide coming in clutch. I don't know why he tried to Poison again. He can't go Dusket. I gotta save Sedimars for later. Gotta save Sedimars specifically for Dusket before it has a chance of winning the game on the spot. He went Helvantic. I know immediately who to go into. Wow, I wonder who I'm gonna go into! Wonder what's gonna happen this time! Yeah, this is stupid. Gnarly Gash does hit. It's stupid. It's just absolutely stupid how stupid Scorching Skin is. I'm just saying that right now. Now I'm going to go into Wiki and... no. I think I just Rejuvenate first. Actually, no. The damage is done. I just go for Flare Blast for damage as it switches. As he switches into Dusket and just get a little bit of damage onto it. And I think Crackalola can win the game at this range. If not, Sedimars can. So... I don't want to take a Gnarly Gash with a burn in the face. I kind of just want to deal damage to Crackalola, honestly. I feel like he's going to switch into Dusket. Yeah, this trio of Loomians is stupid. I can see why all three of these Loomians are meta-defining. But yeah, that's why I have Hasty on Sedimars, because it can actually deal super effective damage and actually get 2-hit KOs on tanks like that. Without Hasty, it just would not have been possible. Even though it is annoying that I miss my attacks, I would have had no shot. An insulated Sedimars just simply does not hit hard enough. So that's why it had to be Hasty. It had to be Hasty for that reason. You could just try to stall out the opponent with Sedimars, but I wanted to deal actual damage. He actually stayed in, which is interesting. Maybe he went for Primal, but I'm just dealing damage to this. I mean, I have a win condition in the back. If I Herbal Remedy into the other guy, I can Wonder Herb, Herbal Remedy. I think I want to Rejuvenate so badly. Do I just Rejuvenate on Crack and play it safe? I just Flare Blast it. So yeah, I got rid of that, so that's fine. Dusket's still kind of scary if it's the Hasten variant. Gnarly Gash does nothing. And I get a Flare Blast on the Helvantic, which got a crit, which, okay, yeah. Alright, fair. And yeah, Ronstador just wins unless it's Hasten. Unless it's a Hasten Dusket. Which it is probably that. I gotta be careful from that, actually. We're gonna go into Wiki Wiki. We're gonna get rid of the Poison, and then we're gonna try to pass a Herbal Remedy on it. And hopefully it doesn't get too much setup. That's the thing that is a little concerning. If it gets a setup, if it sets up here, that will be bad. Let's see, though. Return to... Okay, it's that variant. It's Speeder set. Okay. Okay. Wonder Herb, Herbal Remedy. Let's get Sedimars back into this battle, and let's just win with Sedimars. Let's win with Sedimars. That's a GG's. Let's head into battle number 3. Alright, we're at the battle number 3 with Sedimars, and I'm just gonna say this right now. The last battle lasted 26 minutes. It's not gonna be part of the video, but it lasted 26 minutes. It lasted forever. So yeah, let's not have another 26-minute battle. And I had, like, the world's worst luck in it, too. So, okay. I mean, this actually doesn't look terrible. The thing is, I gotta watch out for his team, because he has a lot of Loomians that could do a lot of work for me. I want to break Duskip, because I could potentially get a Bitter Cold early. I'm a little bit scared of Fade Away, though, if it does come out. And I also gotta call the lead right, too. So, do I bring Cosmere for just some offense against Plasmoth? Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to beat Plasmoth as easily. Yeah, Cosmere could Outburst. And I could, if I can get... Yeah, and it does outspeed Groundsador, too, so... Do I leave Duskip behind? I don't think it's worth leaving Duskip behind, because it could Bitter Cold a bunch of things. And it could just status condition the rest of the team, although there is that, so yeah, I think it's better to bring this. It'd lead off with you, and see who you lead with. Let's lead with Cosmere. See if we can get a hard hit early. Lead to Groundsador. Ooh. Thing is, I have no clue what this Groundsador is. I have no idea what it is. I'm just going to stay at an Outburst. Is this my mask? It's not my mask. The specialty boots comes in clutch. So that's his offensive Loomian dead. Goes into Tyrex. Gonna go for funny move. Could go for Earthquake, but I could go for Scorching Skin Burn. And honestly, going for Scorching Skin Burn is a lot more fun. So yeah, let's go for Scorching Skin Burn. He could predict he switched into Lumi. Plasma. Okay. I don't have Pivot. Don't have Pivot. And I could get Provoked. But I do have Sedimars. Sedimars can do a lot of damage, and I could block Zip Zap. So I think that is the play. Yep, traps me in. Yeah, it was a good play on his part. Yeah, Plasmoth is going to be a nightmare, because I actually don't have Rejuvenate on the Sedimars. I don't have Rejuvenate on it. I'll go for an Earthquake and see how much I can actually do. Yeah, this Plasmoth is going to be annoying. Now that he's going for Provoke, too. Yeah, Provoke. But he doesn't know what Sedimars I am. And that does half its health. He is forced to switch. Okay, he's not forced to switch yet. But he is forced to switch soon. So that's good. He's forced to switch soon. I go for Earthquake. He's forced to go Lumi. He's forced to go Lumi. Forced to go Lumi. He went Weaky instead. I Earthquake it. Hit it. Do some damage. And alright. That was not terrible. I can go to Weaky. He's probably going to do the same thing. He's probably just going to go into... He's probably just going to do Herbal Remedy chains. Yeah, Herbal Remedy into Plasma? Do I throw a poison at it, maybe? Let's throw poison. Okay. So I get a poison on Weaky to potentially force a Wonder Herb. Hypnotize. He missed. He is Hypnotized Weaky. Gonna know. He's Hypnotized Weaky. But now he's poisoned. I'm gonna go for an Herbal Remedy myself. He does go for Wonder Herb to heal his status conditions. And now I go into Sedimars. I go into Sedimars to heal. And then if I get Hypno, I just switch again. So he's actually Hypnotized Weaky. Interesting. I think that's the first time I've ever seen it. Hypnotize, I get drowsy, I just switch. I don't think about it. I just switch. I just switch out. And I can go back into Cosmere, actually, because he's about to run out of energy very soon, actually. He could poison me, but that's not the end of the world. So I got Cosmic Pressure up, and plus I'm a Mind type. You switch, Plasma. Yay, Lumi. Could slap off his item, though. So let's slap off its item to get rid of his armor. So no more armor for you. I'm going to take a Flash and Flee in the face, but that's fine. No more restrictive armor. That is a trade I am willing to make. And now he's going to go into Plasmoth and try to Pestilence me again. Yeah. No, he went Tyrex. Interesting. So, okay. Interesting. I feel like he is going to predict my my Crackalola switch. Willy is the thing. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to go for the Scorching Skin Burn, because if I can get it, I have to force Weaky coming into the game. No, I didn't want that. That did too much, and a crit as well. Not ideal. Not an ideal play. Well, Weaky, you're coming in. Alright, Wiki Wiki, you're coming in. You're coming in. Sharp. Oh my god, he's made the right predict every time. Oh god. Well, I'm gonna throw up a poison and hope. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Tyrex sweep! Uh-oh! Tyrex sweep! Tyrex sweep! Tyrex sweep! At least I hit poison. Thank god. I'll throw up an herbal remedy. I'll throw up an herbal remedy for the road. Because I could live a +2 Vice Tries. He did go for it. And I do barely live. I do barely live it. He is a Health Amulet Tyrex. That's awful. That is awful for me. But I can go for a dodge here. And to stall an attack. It's very predictable. But I don't care, he's poisoned. Yeah, he rested, but it's poison. So I lose a Loomian here. I gotta lose a Loomian, unfortunately. But at least his Tyrex is indeed poisoned. Can he take out another one? Can I live another one is the question. I think I could live another one. You know what? I think I could live another one. If it doesn't crit me, I live another one. He switched! I forced him out. Plasmoth? Plasmoth. Perfect. Plasmoth is back in. Could go for Pestilence, which is not ideal, but even if he does, I can Herbal Remedy. The Herbal Remedy chain stays alive, so I can live a Pestilence with Cosmere. So yeah, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to go into you on a Pestilence and live with Cosmere. And if he provokes, bad play on his part. That would be a sell. Then I can just go for a full power outburst. Pestilence, which I'll live the hit. Pretty well, even though I'm weak on the range side. Okay, I did a little more than I thought. Plagued by the Pestilence, trapped in for a move, but the Herbal Remedy keeps the Cosmere alive, meaning it gave me a free switch. Now, I go for a full power outburst on something. Even if it's on Lumi. Lumi's going to take a little bit of chip now because of its restrictive armor going down. Goes into Lumi, its restrictive armor is down, meaning it's going to take more damage as the fight goes on. And if I can break through Luminami and Tyrex, I'll be not in a terrible position. I'll go to Wiki Wiki here to block a move. And then I'll try to throw up an Herbal Remedy. I want to get Senny back into the game. If he goes Plaz, I'll... Ooh, he goes Wiki. Goes Wiki. I can throw a poison at you. See, I'll throw a poison at you. Force you to click herb. He's gonna herb, I think. Nope, he clicked hypno. I become drowsy. Fair. Become drowsy. I could switch into the other guy. So yeah, switch into the other guy. Switch into Cosmere. He's probably gonna want to herb it off. But yeah, the thing is, if I click that move, I force it to herb, which is good. I like forcing it to herb. So yeah, there's the herb. Herb goes off. I go for Slap Down to get rid of your item. I don't know what item you have on Wiki. Dodge. Well, now you know I'm clicking Slap Down. So that's unfortunate, because yeah, Cosmere needs to be at full energy in order to be at full effectiveness. But I do have Judgment in the back if I need it. I just want to slap an item off. And now he knows that he can go Plasma for free. But hey, I get rid of its item. That's actually not a bad item to get rid of, especially if it's like heavy. No item. Oh god, no item. Sedimars are coming in. But yeah, Ratsador being dead early is nice. He's gonna Pestilence to try to trap me in. Gotta go Sedimars because it's forced. Goes for the Rejuvenate play. Now, the play is, do I Earthquake? I think I just... I'm gonna go for Mudslide here. Because if he goes into Wiki... No, he went Loomy. I do hit my attack. But Loomy doesn't do much to me, and with its armor down, I might actually do a decent chunk of damage. I'm actually going to stay in. Oh, I got a critical hit. Nice critical hit. Frost Beam, he's forced to switch. He's forced to switch now, and that did absolutely no damage. He's going to switch because he has to save it for later. I'm going to Charred Claws, predicting either Wiki Wiki or Tyrex switching in because I know what he has left. Big old damage on Wiki Wiki. That's exactly what I wanted. Is this a 2-hit KO? It is a 2-hit KO. Sedimars is popping off. I'm just going to Charred Claws again. And if he lets Wiki go down, it's over for his Herbal Remedy chain. And I could poison Loomians for free. I don't think he's going to let Wiki go down, but who knows? Nope, he does not let it go down. Fair. He does go back Loomy. I should have predicted that. Not good play on my part. I am actually running out of energy too. The burn is nice though. The burn is indeed very nice though. So big play coming up. Earthquake. I could save Sedimars for... This is a read, basically. It's a read. It's a read. And I made a wrong one. Oh, he went Plasma. Okay, went Plasma for damage. Did some damage. Go for the rest, get my energy back. Don't know why I went Plasma off there, but you know what? I'll take that. I'm just going to get my energy back, because if I do that... Yeah, getting that Mudslide off was huge, because now I can hit all my attacks and just deal heavy damage. Like, I'm not doing that much, but it's doing enough that's just gradually chipping the rest of the team down. And he's not really hitting me in return. If he Pestilences and Fair, he can Rejuvenate spam, which is not ideal. So I gotta watch out for that. Does he know that, though, is the question. Does he know that I'm out of energy? I feel like he goes back into Loomian and try to waste a move. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Is this still a losable battle if he traps me? But then again, all his Loomians are chipped. Luminami's chipped, Tyrex's chipped. Yeah, like, Sedimars putting in the work! You love to see it! Hasty Mudslide, yep! That is the Sedimars! That is the Sedimars! Restrictive Shield Hasty Sedi! Hey! It worked! It worked! It worked! It works! And it actually fits my style of game, too! Let's go! Yeah, this Sedimars actually works if you can get the wiki chain going. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me using a Hasty Restrictive Shield Sedimars. It works! It works with wiki and Crackalula really well. It works really well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!